everyone. Next, take this pair of jeans that is used and then afterwards cut out the middle portion of it. Cut it into two parts and then separate each of the sections of this. Put one on top of the other, underneath it make frills to it. Afterwards, add these little straps at the top as well. Now, taking the other two bottom portions of the pant legs, open it up, do this by slitting it, and then afterwards make these wavy lines at the bottom. Cut it out according to this. Now, as for the top portion of it, add this waistband to it and there you have it. Next, as you can see, we have a hole in the sock. So in order to cover this up, we will be drawing a circular shape around it and then using the needle and thread stitch it through as such. As for the top portion of it, match it along with the line that you have drawn and then add black stitching to it as such. Afterwards, once again, wrap multiple thread through these loops and then afterwards add the arms and legs on either side. And then once you're done with this, add little polka dots onto the body of this as well. In order to make the polka dots, wrap the thread around the needle. Next, take this little coriander leaf and then stitch it onto any sort of a cloth. Stitch it as many times as possible, and now as you're going according to the shape, this is what it should begin to form. As you can see, we are trying to make it as alike as possible, and then once you're done with it, make sure that you tie a knot at the end of it all. Now make sure that you go all the way through the edges as well, and then this is what it should slowly begin to look like. Tie a knot at the end of it. Next, take the sleeve and then lift it up in order to keep it that way. Now, slowly begin to thread the needle and then begin to make these horizontal stitches through this. Now, go on and tie around to it and then while coming back, go the underneath portion of this. Take a green thread and then begin to make these crisscross patterns to it. And then the second round in, make sure that you take the needle backwards as such. Continue to do this until the last stitch on the other side as well. Now, finally, this is what it should begin to look like. And then once you're done with this, as mentioned, go backwards. Now, as you're continuing to do so, this will be how it looks. Now tie a knot to it once you're done. Next, taking the top collar portion of any sweater, start off by threading the needle and then pull it through. Add this pearl through it and then make a horizontal stitch to it. Now make a normal stitch to it after this, and then after the second time, begin to gradually make it narrower and narrower, and then in every alternate turn, make sure that you insert the pearl as such. Now as you can see, this is what it should continue to look like. Now once you reach the bottom of it, then you may tie a knot to it. Now for the last time as well, make sure that you add a pearl into it and then afterwards tie the knot. This will be the final look of it. You may also pull it tight to make it look all the more better so that the thread isn't seen as such. Now once you're done with this, once again bring the needle back down and then finish it off. Cut off the excess. Next, taking this pink cloth, we'll start off by putting them together one on top of the other. Taking the bottom piece of it, open it up entirely, then take the second piece that will be put on top and then stitch it together horizontally as such. Stitch it together at the top portion that comes on the shoulders. Now once you're done with the first portion of it, cut off the excess threads that might be present. Now after this, take the extra portion that is there, fold it over and then stitch it once more horizontally over the folded portion as well, so this will help it stay fastened in its place. Finally, once again cut off the edges of it so that it stays in its place. Open it up and then this is what it should look like. Once again put it under the sewing machine. This is the final look. Thank you for watching.